If everyone plays, we all win. This is Microsoft's new motto when it comes to the video games company's future. We know this, they've said this countless of times, but is that actually true? We've seen for the past couple of months that games have been skipping Xbox while Xbox is bringing their games to other platforms. I think it's actually time we actually start asking the real questions. Why are they doing this? And why are you allowing this? Are you giving up on the Xbox glory days? Are you giving up on the race? Honestly, Xbox hasn't been the same for a long time. And no, this isn't me just realizing this. I've been on this train for a long time, people. Just bear with me. That's all I gotta say. These recent statements from the Phantom Blade Zero devs, I was waiting for some more information to come out with it, see if it was correct before I make a final video. This is, I want to say, is concerning because overseas and everyone else thinks Xbox is a joke. For me personally, even though I've worked with y'all sometimes, it kind of is. And we got to get to the bottom of this because this thing is actually starting to irritate a lot of people because now the casuals is like, hey, something's really going on. We need to solve this. So let's check this out. Okay, so first off, we're going to check out this we're going to see this interview from the Phantom Blade Games staff and see what they said about Xbox, because this is actually very big when we have to look at it. This came out a while ago. A developer working under the upcoming PlayStation 5 console exclusive, honestly, I don't think this is a PS5 exclusive, I think it's also coming to PC later on down the road, has made some harsh comments on the Xbox platform, saying that nobody needs it. First announced in 2023 PlayStation Showcase, if you guys have seen it, Phantom Blade Zero is the first console title by the Beijing-based development studio S-Game targeting PS5 and PC. I don't want to say it's a PS5 exclusive because it's also going to PC. I don't see why people do that because PC is also a platform. That means it's a multiplayer. It is not an exclusive. It's the biggest, most ambitious game yet, with the studio having released 2 smaller games before, 1 mobile game, despite presumption of inexperienced, fast-paced samurai action game is Phantom Blade Zero. That right there was the initial post. The very brief and initial post of it. Nobody needs an Xbox. First of all, ultimately what I say to this is, Xbox has its place in the game community. It does. It really, truly does. We can't have these other companies getting too powerful and dictating everything that goes on. Of course, the price is going to go up. Nintendo, they're doing their own thing. They got the mobile and stuff games on lock. Nintendo has the high power. You really don't have a place for an Xbox for all these features when you have a PC. Technically you don't. We have to see what they do in the future, but the fact that it's there, that can dictate the medium-sized market, because it's not the high-power market anymore. They have the power, but they're not utilizing it that well. Same with Nintendo. We know they're coming out with the Switch too, but we're not here to talk about that. This is what I want to bring you home. They made a statement today, the devs, and I call them out rightfully so about this. Honestly, we're not gonna sit here and say this didn't exist. We know how people feel about Xbox. We know how I feel about Xbox. We know how the former Xbox players that went to PlayStation 5 and the PC feel about Microsoft as a gaming company. We know this verbatim. We know this. Recently, we have noticed some media outlets have claimed to have interviewed an unnamed developer from S-Game and China Joy, which we've seen it. Of course, it's anonymous. Seems to have made some statements regarding the release platforms and strategy of Phantom Blade Zero. Listen, if you were gonna release it on Xbox, even they have a PC. If you're gonna release it on that platform, even though you have the capability to, you don't want to do the work to do it. You would have said something by then. The only reason they're saying something now is because you know for a fact they're not gonna do it. There's no demand for it. There's no money in it. That's the only reason. They shouldn't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's business one-on-one. They don't want to do it. Stand on it. Now, we want to clarify the claim statements do not represent S-Game's values or culture as well in the making of our game accessible to everyone and not have ruled out any platforms for Phantom Blade Zero. Yes, you have. It's fine. You guys don't have to explain yourself. I know where you stand as a company, especially that company. We are hard at work on both development and publishing fronts to ensure as many players as possible can enjoy our game at the release in the future. Our team is looking forward to sharing more development updates soon and excited to bring our premiere demo Gamescom this month. People, it's cut and dry. To me, this is pretty much cut and dry. that they don't want to do the work for us. So honestly, Microsoft, we got to have a one-on-one. Well, you know what? I take that back. Xbox, we don't need to have a one-on-one right now. You guys know where I stand. You guys know where a whole bunch of people stand. Your tight lips is actually putting your foot in the ground. It really is. What is really going on with these delays is the Series S. You know, I know the meme. These companies don't want to work with you. They don't like you. They don't. People are mad about Tango Gameworks, even though I said, hey, I don't see a future where Tango Gameworks can bridge the gap between North American audiences and the freaking Japanese market. I never saw it. Even though I like their games, it wasn't happening. You're honestly, Xbox, you're too far gone to do anything overseas. And you people need to understand something. They're not going to break out in that market. Will you break it out with good games? They tried that. They failed. That's why Game Pass and stuff exists. They did something new because it was failing. They've been failing since the Xbox One generation. These reviews and these videos need to stop happening. You guys know what the deal is at this point. The only thing we can talk about now is what the future holds and what's delaying. That's the only thing they're giving us. These game companies don't want to support Xbox. They don't. They put it on PC to supersede Xbox. And Microsoft knows this. They really know this. That's why you've been saying, hey, you don't need an Xbox anymore. You know why you don't need an Xbox anymore? Because it's also going to PC. And you know why they're doing that? Because everything that's on PC is also an Xbox. They're probably going to make a box that's an actual PC Steam machine that's going to actually help build their catalog forward. That's what they're going to do. They'll have the Xbox key will also be the Steam key or the PC key. That would be fire if they did that correctly, and that would actually work for your platform and your brand or your Microsoft browser, everyone to talk with your launcher. My thing is this, people. If people really wanted to respect Xbox, they would have done it by now. If people wanted to have an Xbox, they would already have one by now. No one's going to flip the switch every 6 or 7 years to get a new console for the competing platform when they know their old platform was dominating. No one is going to do that. And we need to stop pretending like they understand that. We know this for a fact. And everyone making these bullshit ass videos, you know this. Like people say, oh, it's a bloodbath for Microsoft. Guys, we know this. The drama, it just gets itself at this point. Like I said, I'm upgrading my PC as we speak. You know, because listen, I'm mainly an editor. I want to do more things with my PC. I like my consoles for, you know, I'm a traditional gamer. I like to have a platform. I like to have my box under the TV or in the game room and play my games. That is what I like. That is what I enjoy. That is me. And I like to have it in tandem with my PC while I'm streaming and making videos. That is what I like. However, at this point in time, you really don't need an Xbox. Just make an Xbox PC. Dude, make a PC. Xbox brand PCs with Intel, because dang sure you ain't working with AMD. Because you guys backstabbed them or something. I forgot how that thing went. I don't remember. But going back to what I was saying, this company, Phantom Blade Zero devs, I've already seen the game looks shy to me. I've seen some gameplay for it. I wasn't gonna play it. It's not my kind of thing. I don't like the hyper action stuff like I used to. It's not Devil May Cry. It's not Dynasty Warrior style. You guys know what I'm saying. It's not like that. It's his own little thing. I'm not even sure if it's a Souls-like or roguelike. Either way, it is what it is. The fact that you had to apologize is because you caught wind in trying to damage control. Trust me, you don't have to apologize. This is for conclusion. You don't have to apologize. We know where you stand. And right now, nobody needs an Xbox. That's just how it is. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you, say I praise Xbox. I don't praise PlayStation all the time. I don't praise, you know, when you fuck up, you fuck up. But this notion of not having an Xbox is really damaging your brand. And that's all I gotta say.